please like and subscribe.
Hi, I'm Jo, and this is Jo's Medicine Tarot. Here you will find shamanic tarot readings. Please know this is a general spirit check-in and not a one-to-one spirit check-in, so you're not going to resonate with the whole reading, okay? But please take what you need and leave behind what you don't. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're returning to my channel, welcome back. With this, I would like to thank the Medicine Keepers. These are the paid members of this channel. Creator, please bless this reading. Please bring in the knowledge and the wisdom and the guidance of the Most High and of all the realms, the highest realm and all the realms, for the collective. Thank you. Protect me and protect the viewers from the high voltage knowledge that may come through this reading. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, the Fool in reverse. You or somebody else kind of realizes maybe they've made a bad investment into something and that there will not be a new beginning in some way. In some way. Yeah, nope, oh my gosh, nope, okay. Oh my gosh, there is a new beginning being offered from the Creator for the both of you. And it's interesting here because you're realizing you've made a bad investment towards somebody, and I'm feeling like it maybe they are the good, maybe they were the opportunity, or there was an opportunity brought in that was involved this person in some way, in some capacity. And there's a lack of commitment on one side, and on the other side, whether this is you or them, there's either a lack of commitment from someone, or there's a lack of commitment because there's been a realization that there's been a bad investment. Somebody made a bad investment in somebody else, a bad decision. Like they're like, oops, I've made a mistake. Like there was some kind of a mistake. I can't commit to this. There will be no new beginning in a certain endeavor. And we'll see what happens when we clarify these. Okay, hold on a second here. Let me get this more centered to the camera. There, that's better. What's on the bottom of the deck is Judgment. So a judgment, there's been some sort of a judgment here. There's been some sort of judgment that has been exercised in a certain capacity toward a certain person, place, or thing. You or somebody else is seeing a situation as it truly is. You are seeing it with clarity. There's been a trumpet. There's a trumpet being blown, a judgment, a trumpet, a judgment, a trumpet of judgment being blown here in the astral realm. This is a turning point. This will never be again. This will never ever be again. Like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what they mean when they say this will never be again, whether it's this bad investment, whether it's this lack of commitment, whether it's the judgment itself will never happen again, but something is being, the wheat is being separate from the chaff. The wheat is being separated from the chaff, and the chaff will be thrown into the fire, and the wheat will be planted in the garden to become fruit, to become trees. The wheat is worthy, the chaff is not. The chaff is the husks. That's all the shells of the wheat, and they're kind of useless. They're really nothing except empty husks. You know, so that's what's happening here, is the wheat from the chaff. The wheat from the chaff, and the chaff is being shaken off the wheat. It's like a big sifter is shaking and shaking, and the wheat husks are getting shaken off. The chaff is getting shaken off the wheat. And the wheat is falling through to be caught into another bin to be planted. The chaff will be caught in the net to be thrown into the furnace, to be used as fertilizer. The ashes from the furnace will be scattered in the garden and used as fertilizer. So it all goes into the garden. You know, it all goes into the garden one way or another. Okay, so judgment has been called. Judgment has been lain. Judgment has been released. Culture. So I feel like you've invested within a certain group of people, or somebody has invested in, had a lot of confidence within a certain culture. Yes, okay. Like, what I'm seeing is somebody has broken out. You're a curse breaker. You have broken out of a certain weight, a certain fate and destiny of your culture, or just a group of people that have become a culture. You know, like you can have like a culture within the workplace, a group of people, which is like, you know, those are the mean girls, those are the geeks, those are the drinkers, those, you know what I'm saying? Like, if every group becomes its own culture eventually, depending on the behavior that is the foundation of the group. Maybe it's whatever it is, okay? So it doesn't have to be like an actual like nationality. Maybe it is, but maybe it's also just a group of people. Either way, you had invested, you were confident within a certain group of people because you yourself have broken through something within yourself, some sort of a barrier, some sort of a generational. I'm feeling this is generational in some way, some sort of a generational curse that's probably known by every single nationality on the planet today. Like, I'm not even kidding. So whatever this is, you yourself have broken out of this, and you were helping another group of people, or you had made an investment in another group of people, and you realize that you were confident in them, and you realize you made a bad mistake. You made a bad You tried to break a cycle that is not ready to be broken within other people. Many people are still hanging on to an old cycle that is drowning them. You've released yourself, but there's people that are hanging on to the heavy lead. Oh, wow. Paradox, protection, and rebirth. Yeah, so you kind of know, I'm surprised the hangman's not here, because you kind of know that the paradox is that in order for you to commit, you have to let go. In order for you to commit, you have to let go. That is a paradox. How are you, like, you're trying to unify, I'm feeling like you're trying to unify, or you're trying to strengthen, empower maybe others around you, or something, some sort of unifying, uplifting spirit here. But I think you're finding very quickly that you cannot see, this is the fallacy of Christ. This is the fallacy of the doctrine of how it's been interpreted. Because Christ itself is not a fallacy, but how it's been interpreted is. Okay, so nope, Christ saved first himself by going within at a time when the path to the soul was not yet established. Okay, can you hear what I'm saying? The soul hadn't even been welcome on the physical plane yet. Psychology hadn't even been born 2,000 years ago. There was no psychology. There was no mental health. There really was no inner dimension. And whatever work that this energy of Christ that was birthed upon the planet, and the magicians say that the heavens announced it. The heavens announced it. For those who know how to read the stars will confer with this. The heavens announced the birth of the Christ energy on the planet. And it was not just Christ the person was just the symbol, was just the shadow of the true. Okay? And how that shadow has been interpreted has done a lot of damage on the planet. Okay, but maybe it needed to be. I mean, the truth is what is, man. So if the humanity's greatest capacity is to fulfill that shadow, then that is what has been. Okay, but humanity is now expanding beyond this. And that's what I'm feeling, is that whatever you're doing, there's some sort of, you cannot commit in a certain way anymore. You cannot commit to a certain endeavor, direction, relationship, person, place, thing, goal, family, workplace, marriage, friendship, I don't know, but there's something that you cannot commit to any longer. In order for you to commit, you must let go. So what I mean by that is you can't commit to a certain thing anymore, because what the work you are doing is requiring a much cleaner and a much clearer you, which means you're already on the path of telling yourself the truth, being honest with yourself. Like, no, it wasn't their fault. I was the one that was scared. I was the one that was lashing out. I was the one that was projecting all over them like an unmanned fire hose. Okay, and you being honest with yourself is what has developed the foundation within you that gives you the capacity to see that you can't commit to something. You can't commit to a certain person, place, or thing if you're going to remain committed to yourself, if you're going to remain committed to what is true for you. Because whoever this is on the other end of this, or whatever this is on the other end of this, will slowly lead you away from you. You will be led into the tombs. You will be led to live among the dead. You will be living outside of yourself. Okay, and you are being protected. There is a paradox here. You know that you cannot commit. In order to commit, you can't commit. In order to commit to yourself, you can't commit to this. And you had thought that committing to yourself and committing to God was to say yes to everything. No, that is not what that means. And that is another way that the gospel has been interpreted that has created so much suffering. Okay, yes, there are seasons of struggle we have to go through. Yes, certain seasons are absolutely necessary and required. But it doesn't mean that the way it's been interpreted has kept a lot of people going back to the beginning when at making a great investment into self-abandonment when they have been on the path of self-refinement for like 30 years. And now God is calling them into a dimension of responsibility and power. And they're like, oh, no, they're shrinking away saying, no, I'm not ready. I got to go back to counseling, get back to therapy. I got to go back to confession. I got to go back to whatever the hell it is, the retreat centers and the ashrams and all of that. I've got to continue meditating. I will never, ever be ready to be a teacher, or not for this role anyway that's coming up. You're committing, whoever this is committing a great level of self-abandonment, or has. And you have learned greatly. And now you are trusting yourself. You cannot take this on. You know you cannot take this on. You know, whatever this is. In order for you to link hands and accept the opportunity that the Creator has brought to you. The Creator has brought this to the other people as well, whoever is around you. I'm feeling like you're both aware of this opportunity. But I feel like the other person is not ready, has too much lead, cannot reach up. They have too much psychic weight on them. There is too much psychic weight. So you letting go and are protected. You're protecting yourself. You are under protection. You understand the paradox that in order for you to commit to yourself, you cannot commit to this person, place, or thing. And now there is a death and rebirth. Holy smoke. Okay, so in the underworld of your death and rebirth, you are aware, you know exactly what this is. You know exactly, and you're not lying to yourself anymore, and you're not playing games with yourself anymore. You know exactly what this is. You carry the food of the deep, of the fish, from going into your waters to the depths. You know, I'm hearing, and the Spirit of the Lord hovered over the face of the deep. Like, I feel like you are very close to Spirit. And whatever this is in this death and rebirth, this is helping you come closer to self-mastery. And trusting your clear sight. You have clear sight. You're like a crystal. You have clear sight. Clear like a crystal. Oh, geez. At the bottom of the deck is Evil Eye. And let's just bring that in to balance that out. On the other card, next, right after evil eye, is justice. Okay, so what's happening here is whatever opportunity this is, what is this opportunity? What does it look like when it's landed on the earth? Right now it's in the air. It hasn't landed yet. It's in the air still. It hasn't landed on the earth yet. It's still in the air, floating in the hand of God as impotentia. Okay, it has not landed on the earth yet. What will this look like if it lands on the earth? And this requires, well, it depends on who is looking, first of all. Whoever sees this is going to see this either as a gift of God or a gift of the devil. Okay? There's going to be a great evocation conjured up within people, either one way or another, for the good or for the bad, for the worse or for the better. I feel like someone's spouse is very protected. Very, very protected. Like there is maybe a spouse has become a target, or a spouse is protecting their spouse. There is somebody there's an evil eye. It's like somebody is about to leave a lower dimension, and there's all I'm just getting massive vertigo right now. Holy smoke. There's all these hands reaching up from the lower world, these pale, dead hands reaching up to grab the feet or the body or the clothes or the garments of whoever is ascending up out of a realm of the dead. And the dead are trying to hold them back, are trying to grab onto them and pull them back keep them in the dimension. And there is a spouse here that is very pure, very holds a lot of power, holds a lot of light just by themselves. I feel like their presence I'm just getting like it shines a light. I'm seeing like the light of Atlantis, like it shines a light that is burning to some sort of an evil eye. Whatever's going on here, this opportunity could be coming from a spouse, one spouse to another spouse. I'm feeling like whoever this is, your spouse really loves you and is protecting you and wants you to succeed, or you are the one that wants your spouse to succeed and you're the one bringing in the opportunity, or it's your spouse bringing in the opportunity for you. Whatever this is, maybe it's a new house, a new home, a new vacation spot, a new plan. Maybe you're going to have a new baby. Maybe it's a new something new, maybe a new business venture, new something. There's an opportunity coming in, and this being blessed by the Creator, and this is helping a spouse. It's your spouse or you, but it is helping someone heal from like generational hardship. Maybe helping the both of you heal from generational hardship. Okay, so beautiful. That's a beautiful marriage that is so supportive and so loving and just very, very beautiful. And that is, when it's true, there are many evil eyes that will be looking at a marriage. They will be jealous. These evil eyes will be jealous. They will be envious and loathing, because they themselves sabotage themselves out of this energy, out of the energy of true love. I'm feeling like whatever this is also true love. Maybe it's the spouse themselves that is the opportunity. Maybe it is the spouse themselves that is the opportunity, giving someone a chance to heal by giving them a chance to love and to be loved. It could be as simple as that also too. Creator, can we have an archetype card, please? And the second card under the Judgment card is the Sun in reverse. That came up in another reading. It was really mighty. It really affected me. It was like the end of a contract. It felt like the Sun in reverse. Anyway, yeah, a lot of these readings have been very intense. Okay, here we go. Avenger. Desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. The shadow attributes of the Avenger is resorting to violence in the name of a cause. Yeah, exactly. That's ridiculous. We're fighting, we're killing in the name of peace, or we're killing in the name of life. All these ridiculous things are, like George Carlin said, fighting for peace is like screwing for virginity. Okay. So yeah, so some sort of an Avenger energy. So yeah, something's happened, a bad investment's been made. Justice is being restored about some sort of a bad investment, bad decision. Yeah, there's some sort of breaking away. There's the breaking away from something and then the lack of commitment to something. So it's kind of a two-layered. It's like the Creator's taking a closer look at your decision or somebody's decision to move away from somebody or something, to let go of it, to separate from it, to no longer commit to it or no longer invest in it, in order to commit to something else, in order to commit to a deeper sense of themselves, what's true for themselves. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, I'm going to leave this reading here, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading. I hope it is useful and helpful. And you guys take care, and I'll see you in the next reading.